Let's look at this chapter on converting mixed numbers to fractions. And there's a bunch of rules given here about how you should go about converting mixed numbers to fractions. And I think this is something that's taught to all of us, even in school, that for a number like this, you should first multiply 4 with 2 and then add it to 3, and then the resultant thing gives you the fraction number. These kind of techniques take away the joy of learning and actually trying to understand why it is the way it is. Math should be about logic, not about learning formulas and methods to get to the answer. The logic is actually quite simple. When I say here 8 1 by third, right, now everybody knows 1 by third is essentially 0.33. Or for example, take 1 by 2 here, it means 0.5, right? And 2/3 is 0.67, right? So on and so forth. And that's what these fractions mean. Now, when I say 8 1/3, what I'm essentially saying is that 8 and 1/3, as in that 1/3 is getting added to 8, and this is just a method of denoting it. Like let's say if I was to write 8.33, instead I can actually also write 8 1 by 3. It means the same thing, right? Like let's say for example I was adding two numbers, 1 plus 2, that gives me a result of 3, right? Now if instead I was, let's say, writing this 1 plus 4 by 2, that still gives me 3. I can actually write this number as 1 4 by 2. It will still give me 3. Essentially, when I write these two numbers together, essentially I'm saying that it's 1 plus the resultant of this fraction, and then the addition will give me the actual number. So that's a logic behind it, and that's the same reason why I can actually extend this particular logic to this fraction here. I can actually write 8 plus 1 by 3, and then this will be written something like this. Now if I have to add an integer and a fraction, I need to make the denominators same, right? So I can actually write it like this, 8 into 3 by 3 plus 1 by 3, which gives me 24 by 3, and 1 by 3, which gives me 25 by 3, right? Now it's the same thing as saying as 8 1 by 3 multiply 8 into 3, which is 24, and then add it to 1 here, which gives me 25 by 3. Yes, of course, I mean that's the way ideally it will get calculated, but what's the logic behind it? At least my teachers didn't bother trying to explain that to me, and I don't think this book does that either. But yeah, follow us for more such revelations.